Welcome to the Health Solutions for the Wildlife radio show, a radio show dedicated to empowering all computer users to get a solution to the health problems inherent in today's wired life. This is the number one health issue for the 21st century. My name is Adetutu Ijoshe. I'm talking to you from the Vauxhall area of Union Township in New Jersey, here in the United States. I am a coach, author, consultant, and speaker on health solutions for the wildlife. I help people to understand the wildlife, what goes on in their bodies when they're using computers and or computerized devices such as cell phones, iPads, and so on. You never thought those were computers, right? But they actually are. This radio show is taking place at 6 p.m. today and will take place every Friday evening unless there are programming changes. We will be continuing where we left off last Friday. If you have not been listening to the broadcast, I urge you to go back and listen to prior episodes after this one so you can fill in the gaps. I will first like to remind us of some foundational facts which I will keep on repeating every broadcast to keep us focused, okay? First off, all of us work for a living, either for others or in our businesses, and our intention is to do so, to live. However, because of the ignorance about the wildlife we are living, its effect on human health, and the preventative and management measures that must be in place to minimize it, many of us are really working for a living to die, or at best live damaged lives, which is very sad. Secondly, the added knowledge is power is perhaps truest in the issue of health solutions for the wildlife. You must, however, first obtain the knowledge to access its power. Thirdly, computers are here to stay. We have so become dependent on them that humans will continue to use computers until our maker rescues us from what we have unleashed upon ourselves. Fourthly, the computer is a dangerous tool, like a knife. And just as we have to learn how to use the knife in such a way that we're in the driver's seat all the time, so we must do with the computer. As losing control to the knife is suicidal, so is losing control to the computer. The fact that we have globally collectively decided that the best way to build a global economy is by destroying nature and in all its entirety and trying to fix it is a feat we have no ability to do, is actually evidence of the fact that we have a global mental problem. Consequently, on these shows, I will be giving the audience an understanding of various aspects of the wildlife and the health consequences, as well as the solutions provided for us in nature by our maker. Last week, we temporarily brought our conversation about the contribution of computer use to the weight gain and obesity dilemma that many people are facing today to a close. We learned various new things, including the fact that in today's world's discussion about the subject of obesity, there is a noticeable silence about the contribution of computer use to this health problem. We also learned that computer use is a low body part exercise and activity, which is a recipe for weight gain since most of us spend so much time in this activity, and that the kind of stress computer use produces is not one the body is coded to handle, thereby resulting in a deficiency in its ability to meet other needs as it tries to handle this unnatural stress, which it can't really handle, and resulting in the production of stress-related biochemicals such as cortisol in overabundance, which have been shown to be complicit in weight gain. An added problem is that computer use makes us over-absorbed and addicted to its use, to the neglect of everything else, so that bad decisions can seem good. Computer users find themselves procrastinating a lot, especially about things that will be personally beneficial. Our ability to empathize and other virtues are also depleted. Since children, especially, are entirely dependent on the good decisions of others, they are at a risk of obesity when their parents are avid computer users. and neglect to do some things that they would normally do. But because of their over-absorption in computer use, they neglect to do those things and fail to even realize what they are doing. The good news for kids is that the First Lady's Let's Move initiative has been able to reverse some of these bad parenting effects on children. That's where we ended that conversation temporarily last week. We'll go back to that, sometime in the future. All these topics that we're going through and temporarily closing, we'll be coming back to them as the need arises as we go on. This week, we will take a look at some simple things that we can do during this summer to build up our resources. It is important, and I will stress it again, it is very important to allow our bodies to operate the way they're normally coded to when we're not in front of the computer. This enables the body to reverse some of the effects of the times we are glued to the computer, so our self-maintenance system does not become overwhelmed. This is very important. For example, it is important to get direct sunlight exposure daily. Consequently, there is a need for a daily walk, and the need for daily walk cannot be overemphasized. Go for a long walk daily and walk for as long as you can. What I have done personally to help myself is that I have made it a habit to walk to all the grocery stores around me to do most of my grocery shopping. And because there's a limit to what I can carry, I get to walk back and forth many times in the sun. I have therefore created an incentive to go out for a walk, helping me avoid procrastinating since I have to eat and therefore must go out shopping. All of us need to do that kind of thing. You have to create an incentive for yourself. That is my example, and which I always encourage others to do. Try to do your shopping as much as possible around you, within 1 mile, 2 miles, or 3 miles. I walk up to 3 miles one way, just so that I can walk. I can go for such a long walk and a long walk back, and the difference, it makes a lot of a difference. You try it and you will see what I'm talking about. And you can send me an email and let me know. I would appreciate hearing back from you. Do this one thing, okay, throughout this week, starting from today or tomorrow. Do this and watch and see what happens. And then come back next week for another tip. And also remember to let me know what is going on. Send me emails. I would like to know how everybody is doing. Okay? I cannot overemphasize the need to go back and listen to prior episodes, even if you have been around every week. Okay? We humans need to hear things many times before they become sufficiently coded into the database of our hearts for us to take action concerning it. To get more understanding of these issues and to learn more, get a hold of the book Lessons I Learned the Hard Way by Adetutu Ijoshi. That is the first book I wrote. It is a must-have 300-page guidebook for all computer users. It and the other 14 books I have written are all available at Amazon.com in print and in ebook format for most ebook readers, including Kindle, iPad, Sony, and so on. That's true. I have written a total of 15 books in all, and I'm on my 16th one. Also visit my website www.foodsthathealdaily.com. That name is a combination of 4 words. The word foods, F-O-O-D-S, that, T-H-A-T, heal, H-E-A-L, daily, D-A-I-L-Y. That's true. F-O-O-D-S, T-H-A-T, H-E-A-L, D-A-I-L-Y.com. foodsthathealdaily.com. There you can find more information. You can also direct people there, as well as purchase my books through the book gallery on that site. Also visit my blog on that site and leave your comments and sign up for the newsletter. Remember to go through the various articles. I have actually written quite a number of them over time. I have other websites. Some are currently in the repair mode, such as www.computeragehealthrisk.com, and some are still at the development stage. I will inform all of us on this show about when each one becomes available. Okay, meanwhile, go to www.foodsthathealdaily.com for all your information. Come by again next week. If it's Friday at 6 p.m., it is time to learn more about the wildlife and how you can protect yourself. Contact me by email at adetutuijoshe@gmail.com. That is my first and last name at gmail.com. That is adetutuijose@gmail.com. Or you can use computerblessings@gmail.com if you prefer. See you again next week. Meanwhile, share this broadcast with all that you know. Okay? In every way that you can. Share the YouTube link, let it go viral, and let the media begin to talk about this issue. And let there be a national and a global conversation that saves many lives, including yours. Okay? Thank you, everybody, and good night.